I was in the kitchen at the stove. It was 10 after 5 in the afternoon. I was hit with a dizzy spell like I had never experienced. This one was a killer. And I managed to hold on to the counter, the stove, and the table, and I finally got over to this green chair here and sat down. And then I called my wife and I said, we got a real problem. And by that time, I had lost control of my right side completely.
Has he had a head CT yet?
He's on his way to get a head CT now. His blood sugar in the field was 102.
Okay, great. You know when he was last normal? Was it witnessed or?
It was witnessed. His family members were there, and they said it happened about 5-10 years.
And I was so impressed. It was almost like that doctor was right there in the room. He would ask me a question, and he would ask Emil something or my daughter something, and the monitor would turn just like you were talking face to face.
When they rolled in the Lady Gaga, is what they called it, that doctor moved that monitor just like it was remote controlled, looked at Dad's face and asked him to smile and asked him to move his feet and looked at his feet. And about then my mom said something and it turned right over to my mom. It was really Star Trek. It was so cool.
So I connected to the neurologist at OHSU via the telemedicine robot within about 15 minutes of him arriving to the hospital. The neurologist was able to examine the patient remotely, as well as speak to the family and the patient and determine if he thought that the TPA, which is a blood clotting busting medication, would be warranted.
They had everything set up at the hospital as soon as I arrived at OHSU.
They took him by ambulance from the McMinnville hospital.
I got out of the surgery at about midnight. And at 7 o'clock the next morning, the doctor came in to check me over, and he asked me to move my hand and move my foot, smile, say this little phrase. And he said, "Young man, you are a miracle." He'd never seen such recovery.
Probably hands down one of the best things that we have. It is very seamless, it's fast, it's efficient. It's great that we have access so speedily with specialty consults.